Welcome to episode 9. I'm John Marshall. This is Crushing It, where we celebrate ordinary people doing extraordinary things. My guest this week is Lori Breese from UDS, and she shared a wonderful story with us. So let's listen in. Lori, welcome to Crushing It. I understand.
Hi, John.
It's a glorious morning, and I understand you have a great story to tell about what happened to your organization in the light of COVID-19.
Thank you, John, for having me. My name is Lori Breese. I'm manager of the UDS Service Dogs program, and we place service dogs with people that have mobility disabilities and autism, as well as facility dogs in therapy offices and schools. During the pandemic, right at the beginning, we received a call from Mashana Valley, and that holds one of our pups in prison programs. And they said we had to come and pick up all 7 of our puppies because they needed that location to house other inmates that might need quarantine. Well, we had a scramble to go pick up our 7 pups, and at that time we had no place to house them. So our trainers took 2 and 3 pups into their homes until we could secure volunteers. So I call them our volunteer angels because they truly stepped up to the plate. And with their collaboration and their compassion and their dedication, we were able to keep our program moving forward. And we created Facebook groups and training videos so that our volunteers truly could feel our support and knew that we were there for them. I mean, our puppies are our greatest asset. And we were fearful that we might not be able to continue working with them in training. And the total opposite happened. It exceeded our expectations, and we truly are proud of what our volunteers and our trainers were able to accomplish during a very uncertain time in our world.
So it really became an incredible bonding experience for your organization with your community, not where most people associate this with being distanced, with it breaking down. This actually brought your community together more powerfully than it had been and before. Is that right?
I agree, John, very much so, because we had volunteers from all over the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania area, and the only way we could coordinate our training efforts was via Zoom or through texting, through FaceTime, through communication via phone. And we really did come together as a community. I don't know if anyone has heard the comment, it takes a village to raise one dog, because it truly does. And we had that village.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, how many dogs, or did any dogs, go through graduation during this time?
Well, they did after this was over, or I should say, because it's not over, I should say once we started to transition back to the office, which was in mid-July, we had 3 dogs ready to be placed. So over the past 7 months, we have graduated and celebrated 6 dogs. So I would say that we have been successful.
That's amazing. And you actually handle a lot of dogs. So you just talked about 7, but there's a whole lot more in your pipeline.
That's correct.
That are going, because this is a multi-year process that this is part of. So how many dogs are in the system?
We have 32 dogs in different phases of training. Our 2 youngest will be 8 weeks on Monday, November 9th,
Nice.
And they will start their training.
Nice.
And our oldest is about 20 months. And they're in the final stages of their training called secondary training, where we will match them with a person on our waiting list.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it is just so wonderful to hear that people that are out trying to care, that's always been the purpose of UDS, is making a difference in these lives. And in the worst of times, you're even doing a better job of it and better job, maybe a more effective job, an efficient job, but new heightened abilities in your organization. Because I do know, talking to you before, like way before, years before, where the videos were something you were thinking about, and there were these dialogues around, and this ended up being the precipice to take everything to that next level.
Absolutely, John. And if you have to find a silver lining somewhere, then that's what it was. It gave us the time and opportunity to do something that will continue to benefit our program for many years in working on these training videos that we'll be able to utilize in our pups in prison programs, in further training, and it did bring our community together.
Lori, thank you so much for taking the time to share this with us this morning. Have yourself a great day, and hopefully we can have you and your team back on in the future and have a broader conversation about all of this.
We would love that, John. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.